What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Maya and I am so happy to have you join me on this beautiful day. Alrighty, guys, so today is a really exciting kind of start in a series that I plan on doing every single month, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I have been really inspired by a few other influencers, not saying I'm an influencer at all, just kind of putting it out there, but I have been inspired by some other YouTubers who have been doing this, and I actually am really into it. And I feel like I do get a lot of, questions like, hey, like, what are your favorites, this month? Are you using any particular products, like, more than usual? Or, like, what do you really like to, use during the summer or what have you? So I thought I would sit down, film a video on exactly that, on my July favorites. So stay tuned if you are interested in that. We will have both makeup and skincare products. I think probably what I'll do is I'll do like one skincare, one makeup, one skincare, one makeup, so it's not like do. So I am gonna start off with my foundation that I'm currently wearing. It's pretty, isn't it? It's so nice. Also ignore the fact that I might be getting some sunlight. It is still daytime out, so I wanted to open up my curtain for a little bit more natural light. But I also do realize that probably the right side of my face is getting a little bit more lighting, so sorry about that. But anyway, so I'm gonna start off with the Pretty Fresh Colourpop concealer. It's the foundation doy. So this is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. I'm currently in the shade Medium Dark 120W. So, oh my gosh, you guys. So I purchased this foundation the moment that it came out. Let me actually look up the price real quick. Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation retails for $16. And I'm just gonna show you guys the shade range real quick. So this is what it looks like right there. I think this is an awesome shade range. 42 shades, which I think is really, really good. I mean, obviously there's always room for improvement. The foundation itself is gorgeous. I have had several people tell me how they really like the way it sits on my skin. I absolutely love it. It's a skin perfecting medium to buildable coverage foundation, creates a healthy skin-like finish, get coverage and hydration with the same good for you ingredients like hyaluronic acid for the healthiest skin ever. And the finish is natural. As you can see, I'm still very, very dewy. I'm still very, I feel like glowing from within, but I don't think that I'm overly, oily or like anything that it's like, too much for me to handle. And it's cruelty-free, vegan. Those are very important things to me. Next up, I'm going to go to a skincare product. So this is the Ole Henriksen Cold Plunge Mask. There it is right there. So the Ole Henriksen Cool Plunge Mask, this is $38. It is clean at Sephora. This is a clay and snow lotus extract mask. The moment that it hits your hand or your skin or whatever you're using it on, it immediately starts cooling. It literally feels like it is doing something. When you put on a mask and it has all these things like, oh, it's gonna do this and it's gonna do that, and your skin's just gonna be unreal. This one actually feels like it's doing something. Like, it actually feels like it is penetrating into my pores and doing something, extracting them. So pretty much when I had my nose surgery, I was unable to wash my nose. Obviously I had like gauze up in it and all this stuff. So after about 4 to 5 days of not washing my nose, which sounds so gross, but I literally couldn't, I used this on my nose. I kid you not, my nose felt as soft as a baby's bottom. This does the job so well. I have never put this all over my face because one, I don't need that. It is very cooling to the point that it can be slightly uncomfortable, not painful in any way, but it is very cooling. It feels like you're putting ice on your face. So I only use this in my T-zone and then on my chin a little bit because I do get clogged pores on my chin. And that is pretty much what I would recommend for everyone. I don't recommend this going all over your face unless you just have a really bad clogged pores all over your face. But I do highly recommend this. My next makeup, I'm just gonna clean the things a little bit. So these came out probably April, May, but this is the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. So that's what it looks like. And then also the that's backwards. The cream blush. So what can I say? I use these two every single time I do my makeup. I'm using them right now. You guys can see that I just have like it just makes my skin just look so beautiful and just so like healthy. Formula is just so beautiful. I don't know what it is about it. Like I have like an obvious dent in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have an obvious dent in it. I love this so much. And when you pair it with the blush, my blush is disgusting, I'm so sorry, but like they just look so effortless and just beautiful. My only thing with the blush is that it's so tiny. Like I don't really understand why they came out with such tiny packaging and it's $20. I definitely think that they could have very much easily made it the same size as the bronzer. So that's kind of my only tiff with it, is like $20 is pretty steep. So the next skincare product that I have is the Youth to the People Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. This retails for $48, so again, pretty expensive. I can, if you guys like this, I can obviously try to do more drugstore products. I do have some, but when it comes to my skincare and my makeup, I really do tend to go towards the bougie side. There's no particular reason why, it's just these are the things that happen to work well for me, so that's kind of why. But this is a night mask. It is supposed to thoroughly hydrate, plump, and brighten with THD ascorbate, vitamin C, antioxidant rich superberry, squalene, I'm not sure how to say that, I'm sorry, and hyaluronic acid. I use this, I'm not sure if you're supposed to use it every night. I think it's okay because it's not like an exfoliator, but I use this every single day, and honestly, I've had this for probably a month, and I have used very little. I only take just the tiniest little dollop, and I just put it all over my face. My face in the morning when I would just use a normal moisturizer would always feel so dry, so just bleh. It is an Allure winning product, you know how it has Best of Beauty award. So obviously a lot of people really like it. It has almost 1,200 reviews on Sephora and it has 4.5 stars out of 5. I highly recommend if you want to splurge on a moisturizer / overnight cream. You should 100% get this. And I also love Youth to the People's branding. I actually got a little bit more of their products. It's coming in. It actually might be in, but look at their packaging and like just everything about it is just so beautiful. So I feel like everyone's kind of getting on like the freckle trend. I have been lately kind of doing some faux freckles where I actually naturally have beauty marks. So I know you probably, oh, that's the wrong way. I know you probably couldn't tell that from like far away, but I've been really loving kind of putting in faux freckles. Pretty much those like little places I put it are where I naturally have beauty marks. So I have, you know, freckles or beauty marks. In Bosnia we call them benčićes. I don't know why we call them that, but that's what we call them. And so I think a lot of people have heard about this. I'm just going to combine these two together, but Freck is like taking over, I think, like TikTok or something. I don't know. People are like really obsessed with it. And this thing is so tiny. I don't know if you guys can tell, like this is it next to my face. It's really little. I would probably say it's like 3 inches. Probably even less. Probably like 2. If you're doing fake freckles, what they say is to like do a dot and then kind of spread it out around your nose or wherever you get freckles. And it has a reddish undertone to it. Here, I'll put it on the back of my hand so you guys can see. So that little dot right there, that's like a real freckle I have, or benčić or whatever you guys Americans call it. And this is what the Freck looks like. So it looks like it could be real, and I think that's why it's so popular, is because it has that red undertone and it actually mimics what, you know, real freckles I think would look like. But I'm not saying you have to go out and buy this tiny little thing to do freckles. But I do highly recommend it if you are kind of like going on that like faux freckle trend. I wouldn't say I'm on the trend. I haven't done faux freckles. And if you don't want to spend all that money on a tiny little thing, Colourpop just came out with actually a freckle pen. So this is what it looks like. I have the shade Dark Brown. So I'm just going to put it right next to the Freck so you guys can see the difference. So this is the Colourpop one. This is the Freck. So the Colourpop one does have a cooler undertone to it. I actually don't mind that because, again, I'm not using them for faux freckles. I use them both kind of equally to emphasize my beauty marks. I have been told that the Colourpop, the other colors, so there's soft brown and dark brown, and I've been told that the other one, the soft brown, has more of a reddish undertone, so it is kind of a little bit more like, I guess, believable if you're using it as a fake freckle. So this retails for $8, so there is a significant price difference between the two. So I would say if you are new to faux freckles or filling in your beauty marks, I would just try the Colourpop one before trying the Freck. And if you're not happy with the Colourpop one or you want a more believable freckle, then maybe try the Freck. The Freck does actually come in a larger container. I think that's $32. I don't know why I keep saying dollars weird. Dollars. I think it's $32. So if you guys do want to invest in something that will probably look a little bit more believable, definitely the Freck is a good option. But then, don't want to lose this thing. But then Colourpop came out with a really good product, and when I honestly put them two together, the only difference is the coloring. And so that's a little bit more why I'm like, you know, it just depends on what you guys want out of your faux freckles. But I think it's super cute, especially for the summer, to kind of try out the trend and see if you like it. So those are, but I wanted to give you guys both options because they both are really good, you know, products, and I do really like them. I happen to have both. And so yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the freckle pen. My next skincare is going to be the Face Halo. There she is in all her glory. This was actually the Face Halo that was Pride edition, so I think that's super cute. That's why I included this one, because I could have just shown you like the regular old white one, but like, so cute. I love it. So the Face Halo is a makeup removing pad. So pretty much what I do personally is that I will put a little bit of my Tatcha Camellia oil, One Step Camellia oil, and I'll put that on and just take off my makeup with this. Yes, it does become dirty. It is white, but you can machine wash it, but what they recommend is that you actually use just hand soap and wash it, and then after maybe like the 5th or 6th use, to actually then put it in the washing machine, and I have done that several times. It doesn't ruin it, it doesn't get rid of the effectiveness. The whole point of Face Halo is that it's reusable. You're not going through makeup wipes, you're not going through those cotton pads. You know, I'm trying to work on my paper use. I use a lot of paper towel. So I'm really trying to limit my use of paper products. And so the fact that I have switched fully to Face Halo, I use it even without makeup. I'll use it just to, you know, wipe off my cleanser while I'm cleansing, and I absolutely love it. It kind of gives you more of a luxurious feel. You know, you're not using your hands as much to like wipe away things. I think it's a little bit more hygienic, especially with, you know, Corona and everything. Like, you don't want to be touching your face too much. And obviously if you're like washing your face, please like wash your hands prior to washing your face. But this kind of takes it away. You know, you can use this on an everyday use, or only if you want to use it as a makeup remover. Chloe Morello is a YouTuber. This is actually her brand, so obviously I'm always down to support YouTubers and their products and everything. So I am very, very happy with this. But my last makeup product is going to be brows. So the Glossier Brow Flick. Oh my goodness. If you guys have not tried this yet, you need to. So it is pretty much a precise pen that gives you brow strokes like that. And a lot of people, I was actually seeing that a lot of people were saying that this would be good for people who don't have eyebrows, who really need more definition. And to tell you guys the truth, I don't do much with my eyebrows. From my days of over plucking, RIP to those days, I still have pretty bad, I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, I have still like a pretty bad bald spot. Actually, I'm gonna fill that in right now because it's kind of bothering me that it's there. So I still get like really annoying bald spots from when I overplucked my eyebrows. And so I think that this is a product for everyone. Despite having thin eyebrows, thick eyebrows, what have you, I think that this product will really change your brow game. It is kind of a learning curve. It's not just a pencil. Like, you do kind of have to like do flicking motions, kind of like flick, flick, flick. That's why it's called Brow Flick Doy. So it is definitely a learning curve. I will say that it definitely is not like off first hand, you know, like the easiest thing to learn. But once you do learn it and get used to it, get used to, you know, doing those kind of fake brow hairs, I think that it gives you the most beautiful feathered brows that you can literally get. And also on top of that, when you use the Glossier Boy Brow, this is a fiber, so let me just show you. It's like a spoolie, so like that. So when you use it with this, you will have the most beautiful feather brows that I think you can get with any. Like, there is just no other brow product that has given me such good, just fake brows, you know, filling in those annoying little bald spots that I have. I think 4 colors of the boy brow and then 2 of the brow flick. So I am in the shade brown, I think, for both. And even on days that I'm not wearing makeup, I'll literally just put the boy brow in my eyebrows and like call it a day. So highly, highly recommend. Okay, so we've reached the finale. I've kind of saved the best for last, but some of you will probably be like, okay, I'm never gonna use that. And I understand, I totally get it, but I did want to include it because I also kind of wanted to have like a little chat with you guys about like why I included this. So this is the Ren Clean Skincare AHA Smart Renewal Body Serum. So this is $42. It is a moisturizing body serum containing AHAs that works with the skin to naturally exfoliate, leaving skin radiant with a natural glow. So you're probably wondering, why am I including this? Well, here's why. So everyone I feel like knows about stretch marks, knows that they're a thing. And a lot of people, you know, have them when they're going through puberty and like get them, you know, maybe I'm talking about women, I don't know men. I'm a woman, so I'm just going off of what I experienced, but pretty much I had stretch marks kind of like on my thighs, a little bit on my booty, a little bit like on my hip area. They just like kind of just go away and they lighten up. So I had stretch marks there. And then, I don't know if I talked about this, but about 2-ish years ago, it was like 2018, I think, I gained close to, I think, 15 or 20 pounds, something along those lines. I don't weigh myself, so I really don't know, but I gained weight. And I think I may have spoken about this briefly in my body confidence video, but I gained weight during that time, and I actually got stretch marks on my lower stomach. So the moment that, and they like came overnight, like there was just one day I woke up and like bam, they were there, and they're like all you know, under my lower stomach, and they're purple, they're long, they're big, they're noticeable. And oh my gosh, you guys, I went through this whole thing where I was just like, that, like, what, like, whatever. So I started wearing high-waisted swimsuits because of them. I don't have a good stomach, never have, especially after I gained the weight. I especially did not have a good stomach. Like, let's just say I've never liked my stomach. I've always been very self-conscious about it. So I started looking around, and this was actually recommended to me because what it does is that it's gonna start naturally, you know, making those stretch marks brighter. So I don't use this all over my body, but what I do is I focus it right on the stretch mark areas, and it smells divine. It smells like oranges, which I love. And so I started using it about 2 months ago, I would say, and I have noticed a significant difference, at least in like the lower stretch marks. I still see that kind of purplish pink tones near my belly button, but I do think that will get better with time. But I've been using this and also cocoa butter. I don't actually know how much I've used. I used only a tiny amount. So I still think I have a pretty full bottle, but I'm really happy with the way that my stretch marks have been looking. And then I've also just been using it. I have like one stretch mark like here and here, like on my kind of like love handles part. So I've just been putting it there too. And I think this can also work for probably scarring. I'm assuming so. So if you have like any dark scars or anything that you want to get rid of, then maybe this would be a good option for you. So I actually might have to like try it out on some scars I have on my legs and see if that works. But it has lactic acid, probiotics, and xylitol to help plump and smooth. So I think that overall, if you have maybe a similar problem with me in the sense that you have stretch marks, then maybe try it out. But even if you have any scarring or anything like that, or you just want your skin to look a little bit brighter, less dull, then I would definitely try it out. And again, it's kind of, here, let me pump some out for you guys. But it is pretty, how did I do this? It's pretty liquidy, I would say. But like I said, the smell is like divine. And it really does leave your skin with like kind of this natural, beautiful, just, you know, brightness and plump to it. So I am a really big fan. So sorry I got a little deep there. I had to like explain why I was including this, because you guys were probably like, Kay, what? You're not pregnant. Why? But I had to explain that it does have to do with the fact, like, I did gain weight, you know, in kind of a shorter period of time. And, you know, it is what it is. I think we need to normalize gaining weight. You know, I have seen several people, you know, throughout college and all that stuff gain weight, and I feel like it's kind of like a hush-hush, let's not talk about it, like, shh. But, I mean, like, what is the point? What is the point of, you know, being silent, being weird about it? Like, guys, it's normal. It happens. Alright, you guys, so that is the end of my July favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing, and if this is your third or fourth or fifth video that you watched of me, please consider subscribing. We'll be doing a favorites video at the end of every single month, so I hope you guys enjoy that moving forward. And if you guys had any favorites this month, please let me know, comment down below, or, you know, message me and let me know, like, hey, I've been really loving this, you should try it out, etc., etc. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys. Be kind to one another, and I will see you guys at my next video. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. I was so thirsty, but I've been using every single day. But I really, really like this. It comes in a pack of 22, and oh my gosh, a pack of 3 for $22. K Maya.